I wanted to make this for people in my program or either people in my community or my mentorships. But what I decided to do is I decided to just, make it community content, right? Because I want to help music creators of all type be able to make stable income. The music industry last year generated about $50 billion and only paid the creators about 14% of that revenue, which means the music creators who were responsible for creating the products and services to generate the 50 billion only made about 7 billion. So there's a $43 billion disparity. So what's missing? The thing that's missing is that the money was made on the business side, which the creators don't have. So now the first thing we have to concentrate on is we have to concentrate on cash flow, because we haven't made the money they're making. And people who don't even do music make more money than we do is because we don't know business, not the music business, because that's a whole different thing, but business in general. And business is only 5 things. You're selling a product or service, you're marketing, sales, you have delivery, and you have a system to wash, rinse, and repeat. So if you're an artist, producer, songwriter, engineer, how do we get to the magic number, right? 10K a month. Let's make the math make sense. Let's say we're an artist, right? We're an artist. Now, the first thing that we have to focus on is cash flow. Without cash flow, we don't have the kind of stable income to be able to make a living in music. We depend on a system. Now, if we ever want to see if the system works in our favor, the only thing we have to do is do the math. Does the math work, right? And what I mean is, what we have to do as music creators to be able to make money is artists, producers, engineers, songwriters. We all have to be able to work together to be able to create a product and then put it on streaming sites, right? So if the product that we create, right, if the product we create only generates a stream, which is also a sale, then all of us, artists, producers, songwriters, are getting paid from this main revenue source. So then we have to be able to quantify, does this even make sense? Because if we're going to be able to take our product and our product equals a fraction of a penny or either 0.003 or 0.004, we don't know the rate because we're not doing business. This doesn't make sense. So we have to be able to take an alternative path to be able to get to 10K a month, right? 10K a month. That's the thing, right? 10K a month. So how do we do that? Again, we focus on cash flow. What makes more sense? For everybody, it makes sense. It's just what I call everybody saying D2C, which is direct consumer. But it's just normal business. Direct to consumer is just normal business. That's all it is. It's normal business. We have to be able to engage in normal business, which is product, service directly to consumer, market directly to consumer, sell directly to a consumer, deliver directly to a consumer. The problem with the current music industry is we're taking our products and we're giving it to streaming sites, distro, everybody else too. We could say copyright. We could say copyright. We could say PRO. Everybody's taking a cut. All of these people are taking cuts, right? Labels, even AI companies, right? We're giving our music to all of these people. Everybody's taking a cut and paying us a royalty. Well, just these people, we're paying them subscription base, all of these things. So what we have to do is we have to be able to get paid directly. How do we get paid directly? Again, we go directly to our consumer. We make ourselves findable. Now, we have to be able to create and craft a product that people want to pay us $10K a month. But how do we break down the numbers? We break down the numbers side by saying if we want to do this as an artist, we might have a $10 product times 1,000 fans equals $10K. Just like that. Now, what could this thing be? This could be a subscription base, subscription, membership, community, things of those nature, right? What about a producer? A producer might lease beats for $30 a beat, $30 per beat. That's lease. We do 30 times 333 equals, so we're close, about 10,000, right? Let's do that again. 333 equal about 10K, right? We're around there somewhere. 10K. That's how we do as a producer. Songwriter. Same concept, on and on and on and on and on. We have to be able to do the math and make the math make sense in such a way where we can say, how do I get to 10K a month? How do I get to 10K a month? I need 333 beat sales, right? So after I know that I want to be able to make 10K and I have to have 1,000 fans or 333 customers, or if we're doing this as songwriters or engineers, you know what I mean? Even as an engineer, how many sessions at what rate? What kind of products or service? Do we have vocal templates? Do we have any other kind of products? Are we doing memberships? What products can we have? What is attractive to somebody looking? But the thing I'm asking myself is, who's in pain? Who needs transformation? Who needs clarity? Who needs shortcut? And how can I craft my product or service in a way that would help 333 customers or 1,000 fans, or either 100 sessions or 90 sessions or 50 sessions at a certain said rate? What can I do with my product that people want to give me $10 monthly? Right? Or either find 333 people. How can I make my product in such a way where it helps this, where it helps people? And a lot of people say there's riches in the niches. We already know that. But the main thing that we have to do for ourselves is that we have to be able to be findable. You have to have the ability to be found. Now, when you can put value out there to the universe, it'll give you some back. But where are we finding this value? Where are we putting this value at? I think that social media works pretty well. YouTube works pretty well. All of these platforms work really well when we dial them in the right way to tell them what type of content that we're looking for and the type of people who we want to serve. When we're clear on the messaging and we're clear on who we serve, we're able to do this. But a lot of people are afraid of going direct to consumer because they don't believe that they can create or craft a product that will serve somebody. But that also poses something too, because we have to understand the people who we intend to serve have needs. They have wants. They have desires. And as long as we meet those needs, those wants, and those desires, they'll pay us. Then we can have a low ticket offer, a mid ticket offer, or either high ticket offer. We can have different price points. We can have different products. But we can't get paid by doing this. This is no good. Because we're never going to get 10K a month by doing this. It's going to take too much. Because it's not predictable income. All the stars have to be aligned to be able to do this. I'm even afraid to ask ChatGPT how many streams you even need to make 10K in a month. You need around over 600,000 streams just to make minimum wage. I can't fathom the amount of streams that you need to make 10K a month. If you need over 600,000 streams just to make minimum wage, and artists, producers, engineers, and songwriters are all dependent on this revenue, then how many people in music do you really think that's making money? Then we have to reevaluate the circumstances to say, this is a model that isn't working, that it isn't going to work. Because this is only going to create a race to the bottom. This is only going to create a race to the bottom. Reason being is that when the artists don't make money, they can't pay producers. When artists don't make money, they can't pay engineers. When artists don't make money, they can't pay songwriters. Especially if they're independent. Now, if they have a label, they can continue to get lines of credit, but then this makes the music industry and record labels change, because now they can no longer have the infrastructure to invest in new artists. So what have you seen labels do? How have they changed? They're only prioritizing artists that are making money. Because if we can't take a chance on a new artist, then we have to rely on the cash cows. This is a particular concept that we have to look at, but this is us just trying to do the math. So if we do the math in the right way and we say, hey, how do we get to 10K? 10K is our base. Once we establish a financial goal or establish how much income we want to make, we start looking for things that make sense and the things that don't make sense. So you have to be able to do this with your career. All right? So what we have to do to make this 10K, again, we have to go direct to consumer, which is just normal business. Right? We do that with retention models. If we establish a retention model, then we can understand how to get to these other things. We know that we need a certain set amount of customers, a certain set amount of hours. We need a certain amount of sessions. If we're here, we need to sell a certain amount of songs, or either craft specific offers around the kind of songs that we create that would give limited option, or limited use, or exclusive rights, or a specific type of right types if we're songwriters. But we have to know how to do these things. If you guys want to learn how to make income in music without labels, without streaming, by going and doing normal business direct to consumer, I created a program called the Music Money Growth Kit. In this program, it shows you all of the money models, whether you're an artist, producer, songwriter, or engineer, that I've run for over 15 years to make consistent income. The link is below. Also, I do have an academy called the Soundmaker Rebellion that I just launched, that are for people just like you but need a little more help. That's also in the link in the description. Do the math. What I want you guys to do is put together the numbers. Figure out how getting to this magic number makes sense and what doesn't make sense. So write in the comment section, what are you going to do? How are you going to get to your 10K a month?